Now you may have seen little holes like this in areas around the park. This one is over where the motorhomes are stored. And what kind of critter comes out of there? It's this gopher tortoise. He's on the endangered species list. You cannot harm them, cannot mess with them, just leave them alone. As you can see, they eat our weeds. They're cute little critters, and they get quite large. And most of them are over there in that area off of Hamlin uh, by the state park. That's where you find most of them. Now, this next species you will find exclusively on the golf course and generally during the daylight hours. And you want to be very careful and stay away from them when they're swimming. Now, you can see that they come in a variety of sizes and shapes and just a multitude of colors. But they all have pretty close to the same characteristics, and their emotions are a little bit different from one to the next. But don't let the looks fool you. As innocent as they may seem, these critters can be deadly. You definitely don't want to get within 150 yards of the larger ones and 100 yards of the smaller ones. And generally the smaller ones are the more colorful of the species. So just be very careful when you're around them, and keep this in mind. Stay away from them. Now, another thing you have to look out for down on the golf course are the alligators. Now, this particular young lady she's been around a couple 3 years, and she always builds her nest and has her young down by the barking lot. And you can see the little babies there. And this particular day, the babies weren't there, but you can hear them chirp, 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 chirp. And you want to be particularly careful not to feed these. Just like the last species, you don't want to feed them or give them any alcoholic beverages. Now, this guy is, I believe, a red-shouldered hawk. You don't see them around very much. This one was, I felt very lucky to see him. There's a gentleman here on Hamlin that feeds one in the mornings about 8:30 in his backyard, and the bird comes down and takes fruit from him. But they're very interesting to watch. This particular one was down by the golf course, and he didn't hang around long enough for you to get much of him, just a few seconds. Now, as you can see here, they kind of sneak up on you when you least expect it. You have to keep in mind that we're a pretty good distance, but see, now here they are getting real close now. You've really got to look out for them. And these guys right here, they seem to be friendly enough, but you just see, they seem to be very friendly, but I think they're just trying to entice you in. And they'll kind of play tricks on you. There'll be two of them together, and then all of a sudden, you pay attention to one of them, and the other one just disappears from your sight. And you got to keep in mind there's two of them there, and you got to follow both of them with your eyes because you don't want them sneaking around behind you. Now, see that one, and I believe it's a female of the species, was definitely trying to get around behind me. Now, while I haven't really studied them that closely, I think this is some sort of mating ritual that they go through. They lay their eggs and then they knock the eggs around and try to knock them into somebody's nest, I think. And from the little nest is where they're hatched. It's very strange. Now you watch here. I think he's getting ready to hit his little egg down to the nest. Everybody's standing around by that other nest and see if it goes in there. And no, it didn't. Now here's another one getting ready to knock his egg into the nest. He's made it. He's made it. So that's all they'll do in that nest there. That's there. Now these two pictures, I didn't have my video camera with me. I got a gator in the river, and this deer was over by the Little Nantes State Park. Now I often wonder to watch these little squirrels bury their little nuts or seeds or whatever it is. Do they remember where they are? Hello, little girl, little boy, whatever. Now, this is probably the scariest critter in the entire park. There's the little grapes. This year's crop. That's a big old turtle. I bet he weighs 25 pounds. Y'all know that place is full of gators, don't you?
I'm serious. Those gators will eat your dogs. How you doing? Huh? You're a pretty boy. Yeah, you are a pretty boy. It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. As you can see, the fence is 4 feet tall, and that bird standing up straight, his head is right at the top of the fence.